How's it going, YouTube? It is Piffinish once again, and I have another Marvel Rivals video for you. I have hit Lord on Magneto. I am going to explain what I've learned, how I've improved my game with Magneto, how you can improve your game with Magneto, and you'll see in some of these clips how I could be a bit hypocritical. I am not perfect, I'm not saying that I am, but I do know a lot more now than when I first started. So let's get into it. I would like to start where I began as Magneto. Bronze player, new to hero shooters, started off in Season 1, so I was the epitome of a bronze player. I would use my cooldowns as they popped. I would use my ultimate as soon as it charged up. I thought that was the best style of play. And as I've grown into Magneto, I would like to start off with using his bubble shield. Initially, I used it mainly on myself. I never used it on anybody else. If they want to be safe, that's on them. But now I feel like I use that bubble shield as much as possible on healers getting dived. I've saved many healers from, Captain America's or Iron Fists, and that would turn the whole situation around. I mainly use my L2 shield to protect myself. Now, that's mostly in practice, definitely in theory, but sometimes I still have that instinctive pop the bubble on myself when it could have been used in a better situation. Especially so, like if they have a Jeff on the other team, and I know that ult is coming, I'll save that bubble for myself, because I know it's coming. Now, my ultimate, and you will see me mess it up many times in this footage, but I will save my ultimate mainly for a healer on the other team using their ultimate, i.e. Cloak and Dagger especially. I've been doing a lot better with tracking them and hitting them before they can cloak out. I will sometimes use it on a, let's say, a Star-Lord ultimate or a Punisher ultimate, just to buy a little bit more time. But I feel like I really use it. In my head, the entire match is I'm waiting for that cloak to ult so I can pop them out of their ult. And then lastly, and you will see me being a hypocrite here too, is keeping an eye on the cooldown of the team up with Scarlet Witch. I think it's one of the stronger team ups. I know a lot of people will disagree, but I think that really changes Magneto from strictly a Vanguard to almost a Vanguard DPS hybrid. Especially for someone, I'm not on mouse and keyboard, so I don't hit as many shots as someone who would be on mouse and keyboard. So for some reason, that team up, I feel more accurate, and I can drop a DPS or healer in 3 shots, and I'm pretty accurate with the blades rather than his normal shot. So in summary, some key tips with Magneto is try to use your bubble unselfishly. Sometimes you'll have to use it on yourself. Just be mindful of the situation. And once again, you may notice that hypocritically here, where I turn around and realize I'm alone. So try to be mindful of your scenario, who's around you. If your healers are getting dived, that bubble can save them, and then y'all can keep pushing the point. Saving your ultimate for when it's best used. I guess that could be said for any character in the game, but it is not wise to drop your ultimate as soon as it hits 100%. Everyone's ultimate has a place, and I feel like Magneto's is soaking up damage and getting those healer ultimates on the other team to disappear. When you kill that cloak, the cloak ultimate disappears. They basically wasted their ultimate. And finally, I would say targeting and positioning with this character. I don't think it is wise to be on the front line with Magneto and just trading hit for hit with another Vanguard. You are one of the few Vanguards who are ranged, who has a ranged attack, a primary attack, might I say. And you have the shield that blocks not only damage from the enemy, but healing from the enemy. So what I typically do if I'm on a point is I will ignore the Vanguard who's trying to hit me. I will shoot past them, float past them, and I kind of failed at it there here in the video, but I will try to block the healing that Vanguard is getting from their teammates, so my DPS and healers behind me can melt the Vanguard who I've passed, and I'm actively shooting at their healers. Even if I'm not hitting my shots and I'm not killing them, which a lot of times I do, but if I'm not, I'm still distracting them. I am disrupting the flow of their team. I try to stay close enough to my healers and stuff to where I'm getting healed, but I want to make sure that their team is not being able to flow the way they want to flow, and I think that changes the match entirely. So in summary, cooldown management, positioning, play smart, every situation is going to be different, and on top of that, as I've said before, communicate with your team. That's going to change every scenario in your favor. With all of that being said, I do have to come to you humbly, with guilt in my heart, and admit to you that not the entire video, but the premise of this video is a lie. I did come up and say that I'm a Lord on Magneto, when in truth, I was one match away from getting Lord on Magneto, and then I went to sleep, and my 11-year-old, who plays on my account sometimes, he actually plays on a lot, saw that I was so close. I told him I was very close. Finished it off. So, in truth, my 11-year-old got Lord on Magneto. Even though I got 99.9% of it, he's the one that got that match. And he feels bad about it. And I was like, no, don't feel bad. I was going to get it anyway. So if you want to go ahead and forget everything I said, call me a fraud, report me to YouTube, I understand. Otherwise, please like, comment, and subscribe. For those of you who have been playing a long time and are really good with Magneto, let me know in the comments. Is there anything that you would add to this? Any techniques that you use that have been instrumental in your success? I am definitely not the wisest or most experienced player on here, but I've seen a lot of success with Magneto, and I'd like to add to it. So if you have anything that you could add to it, please let me know. And once again, thank you for coming to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.